Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Hariharan Sukumaran asks, India will have played 7 T20Is in a span of 5 months against South Africa. That is a direct competitor for a spot in the World Cup semis, of course, because they're in the same Super 12s group. Will this help India's chances against them in the Super 12 encounter, AJ? Because you've now become so familiar with this opposition, there won't be many surprises that they can spring.
It's an interesting question, and my friend whoever's asked the question, I want to ask him. South Africa has also played the same number of games against us. They are vying for that same spot. So if it helps India, then it should help South Africa as well. Yeah. Yes. At time, in fact, after today's game, I think South Africa probably holds that advantage of that answer that he wants. Because if you're playing so often against each other and you're a tight team, one odd game you're going to play really badly. And South Africa probably has done that today. So, from that point of view, the question that he's asked, South Africa slightly at an advantage in that sense that they've had that bad game that can happen to any team at any time. They would talk like that. They would look at it and say, thankfully it happened now and not in that World Cup. Because what happens, say, the night before the game against South Africa, you have slight rain. Where are we playing?
Perth, I think. I think they're playing Perth.
Right?
In the World Cup, I think, yeah.
Say you have rain, which doesn't happen very often, but say you have rain and a little moisture left and wicket could be like this. Then South Africa will say, listen, we've had one bad day. Yeah. So India still has that bad day to go. So they can look at it that way. But if you play more, yes, you understand each other. I accept the question how he's looking at. But those teams were different. Our captain was different the last time we played against them. Yeah. South Africa has a total different side that they're playing with now. So, there's no Ngidi. Last time there was Ngidi. This time you had Parnell. There was no left-arm seamer. Although, PP, you were right that left-arm seam bowling is still trouble, because if it wasn't for our umpires, DRS gave it out every time. So things are changing. It's not the same South African team. Players have changed, and it is always good to have played against somebody, I think. If you're a better side, you want to play more often, so at least you won't be surprised. And I think India would be happy that they played against them.
But are South Africa the happier side, PP, after what we've seen today? Playing at Perth, this is of course the new stadium. It's not the WACA stadium, it's the Optus Stadium where they'll play. But Perth is known for its bounce and pace, and South Africa has loads of it.
Yeah, not as much as it used to be in WACA. I've seen a test match there. Obviously, there would be more bounce than what you get in Indian conditions. But yeah, South Africa would be thinking that they have bowlers who hit the deck. They've hit the deck kind of bowlers, and India have bowlers who can swing the ball. So it is very important to see what happens in those Perth conditions. If it's swinging, then India has their resources. But if it's a hit the deck kind of bowler, then India would be thinking they'll have to get maybe 15-20 runs extra, because those wickets, if you don't get help, then it becomes very difficult to contain runs.